All right, y'all. It's time for Big Mike to come on out here in the free section, bruh. Oh yeah, the world gotta hear this. The world's got to hear this, man. All right, where do we start here? Where do we start? I'm a Johnny Come Lately. I'm not really all that familiar with this just pearly things female, man. A lot of the brethren, man, have come to me and they was low-key laughing at the black manosphere, right? Because they feel like, you know how Negroes do, man. Negroes, they always gotta have a savior. They always gotta have a messiah. And a lot of times, the savior and the messiah tends to be white. You know what I'm saying? But, so yeah, man, I've heard a lot of rumblings, man. A lot of dudes that frequent the black manosphere, they kind of in their feelings, they butthurt, that a white woman has become quite successful in the black manosphere, bro. You know what I mean? And I was just wondering when cats was going to go on the offensive, man, and try their best to do something to old girl, man, and get her up out of here. And lo and behold, it finally surfaced. She finally gave them a little bit of wiggle room to go ahead and get at her, man, when she interviewed this Nick Fuentes cat, man. And they started speaking on some things of a racial nature, right? And before I even seen the interview, because, I've been perusing around, getting other folks' takes on it, and I'm very surprised, man, that there's so many so-called men out here, black men, who are so sensitive, man. I'm like, Jesus, man. I'm like, really? These are the warriors? These are the cats that's out here that's actually going to lead us into battle against oppression? I just must have thicker skin, man. Because when I seen the interview, I was listening to it and I just kept waiting for the bomb to drop, man. I'm like, man, she must have really said something out of pocket, man. She must have said something really out of pocket. And I kept waiting. And it never showed up as far as I was concerned. Everyone keeps showing me or, making me listen to this one little snippet where she's talking about Alex Haley embellishing his roots story. Basically making this shit up, lying and shit, right? Nigga, you mad about that? Like, you mad about that? You angry about that, right? I'm like, okay, I just, like I said, man, I don't have time for the pussy shit, man. I don't, man. I don't have time for the pussy shit, man. I mean, the shit that she said, it was actual factual. It was true. If you can't deal with the facts of the situation, the argument, or the conversation, just stay your ass on the goddamn porch, man. Don't even try and jump off the motherfucker, man. I'm serious. Especially me, a man who's actually dealt with real life and death situations pertaining to racism. Yeah, y'all know I'm going to do it. If you a Mac City player, man, you heard these stories 1,000 times from me. Big Mike working in the prison industrial complex and the military industrial complex. I was face to face with life and death racial situations. Yeah, real deal shit. I told y'all about how my battery captain hated me because I was on some black power shit back in 1991 in Desert Storm, Desert Shield. He hated that shit, man. Yeah, he knew that I was a young black man in transition, going from Sunni Islam to black Muslim, 5% Islam, right? Yeah, See, I did it the opposite way. I didn't really do it the way El Hajj Malik El Shabazz did it, right? He did the black Muslim thing, then he got into Sunni Islam. I got into Sunni Islam thinking it was black Muslim, black Islam, not knowing shit about Islam. You come to find out I was just in the wrong sector of Islam because I got hip to Islam through hip hop. You know what I mean? Listening to Poor Righteous Teachers, Lakim Shabazz, the God MC, the R. Yeah, listening to these cats, man, made me want to get into Islam, right? So I messed around and I joined the masjid, man, or a mosque. And it was, it was Sunni Islam. And I get in there, I'm like, this don't really seem like the Islam that the brothers was speaking in the hip hop joints, you know what I'm saying? So I got into the Islam, man, the Sunni Islam, man, and I soon transitioned out of that because, that really wasn't my bag totally, man. I didn't have time to be praying 5 times a day, man. There's too much shit I need to be doing, man. You know what I mean? Make a salat 5 times a day, that's not conducive to Western living, Western lifestyles, man. It just wasn't for me. But anyway, yeah, my captain hated me, man. He seen me as a liability over there in the desert. He didn't trust me. So yeah, he had my ass out there in the desert with no bullets. Everybody else out there had a locked and loaded Full Metal Jacket magazine, but no, not Big Mike. I wasn't allowed to have it. Well, that probably got something to do with the fact that I basically threatened to kill him to his face. One fine morning after he took a shit in the latrine and then gave me an order to go and burn the shit. And I basically told him, I'm like, yeah, man, when the friendly fires start, it'd be a damn shame if you got clip cap. It'd be a damn shame. And he was like, what? Yeah, perked his ears up real. I mean, that's the kind of shit that I dealt with. You know what I mean? I know racism when I hear it and when I see it, man. So when I hear these grown ass black men talking about Pearly Things being a racist because she quoted some shit that Alex Haley said, I'm like, what is going on here with these soft ass, pussy ass niggas, man? God damn. Don't let me get started working in the prison industrial complex. Big Mike going against the Klan. I went against the KKK. Southern fucking Ohio, one of the worst prisons for 10 years, nigga. I had to come out daily to see these motherfuckers fucking around with my ride, flattening my tires, keying my shit like bitches, like hoes. You know what I mean? Didn't none of them want to actually knuckle up and take it behind the dumpster at the Waffle House. No, didn't none of them want to do that. Shit. And each time I would let them know, when I catch you, I'm going to teach you a lesson, son. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, man, that's what I'm going to do, man. But that only works against you because, the white boys, man, they put paperwork on you. And they was just trying to fire me every chance they got, man, because, yeah, I was radical. I was a terrorist. I was unhinged. Imagine that shit. So, yeah, man, for years, I've been, in the mix, man, fucking around in situations where I could have got killed or I could have killed somebody, man, you know what I mean, for some real, deliberate racial racism. You know what I mean? Then there was this other quote that she had where she was talking about slavery, and she was just like, she doesn't understand how other Africans enslaved other Africans because they got, they had this choice or this option, sell black folks or get the bag or some shit, and niggas is, they just all full of fake outrage and righteous indignation over that. And I'm like, once again, I'm thinking, man, she must have said something off the hook, man, to have everybody buzzing like this. So, bro, I've been looking at all sorts of shit, man, listening to all sorts of things. And I'm just like, this is it? This is what the strong Mandingo warrior black man is scared of and tripping about? A chick that employed black folks and rock with black folks and... let me just put it to you this way. It's just obvious that you just can't win with niggas, man. You just can't win with niggas, man. You can't. Because if she don't fuck with you, if she don't employ nobody, and if she ain't really talking about black folks, if she not really rocking with your topics and your interests, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's going to be deemed a racist. You ain't giving black folks a fair chance. You ain't giving black folks a fair shake. You need to spread that love is what you need to. What, you scared of black folks? Why don't you want to date black men? What, you racist? But then again, she fucks around, does the complete opposite, employs black folks, dates black men, has an interest in black people topics, things that affect black men and women. And you got an issue with that too. Look, if you know niggas like I know niggas, man, look, don't be trying to speak any sort of sense or any sort of logic and reason to the Negro mind. The Negro mind seems to be ill-equipped to deal with logic and reason. Now, this is what you can do. You can clip this, and you can say, yeah, Big Mike, you on that racist shit too. You's a coon. You's a fuck it, man. You know, I'm past giving two fucks about what you niggas think about me, nigga. You know what I mean? I done did my time in the trenches. I done did my time in the dirt, man. I think the most irritating thing about dealing with niggas is, it be the most raggedy niggas and niggas that ain't really doing nothing and really ain't about shit. That's always pointing their fingers talking shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Big Mike been married. Big Mike done raised kids. Big Mike done raised other people's kids. Big Mike done fostered. Big Mike done adopted. Big Mike been a community activist. I've had TV shows pertaining to black nationalism and religion, comparative analysis of philosophies and psychology and whatnot. And even when I was at my dirtiest and my grimiest in life, when I was doing the pimping and the porn, shit, I still was taking care of folks, man. I was still taking care of females and taking care of their children, nigga. Shit, I was at the hospital when the majority of the kids was born to most of my models. And guess what? The niggas that got them knocked up wasn't nowhere to be found. But I was there making sure that the kids had Similac and Pampers and all sorts of shit, man. And I gotta listen to goofballs, man. I gotta listen to bitch ass niggas, man, talking about, someone's being a coon and a shine and a step and fetch it. I'm like, oh, man, not to mention all the ass whoopings I saved in prison. Shit. Oh, man, there was a lot of brothers out there, man, who was ass out if I wasn't in the block. Because them white boys was coming, Jack. They was coming. So, yeah, man, I'm like... But it just can't really be y'all fault, man. Y'all don't know my history, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. All I know, the bottom line is this, man. Look, toughen the fuck up, man. Get some nuts about yourself, man. Stop crying about bullshit, man. Because when some real shit pop off, when some real racial shit pop off, ain't nobody gonna listen. Because we so used to you crying about bullshit, no one's gonna pay you no attention. The phrase crying over spilt milk is real, man. Y'all gotta stop acting like hoes, man. Y'all niggas act like a bunch of hoes. Y'all been feminized so much, man, that, y'all act just like broads, man. And what I mean by that is just, no matter what somebody says and no matter what somebody does, it just ain't good enough. Y'all know how that is, man, when you dealing with a broad, man. It's like, bitch, what do you want? If I do this, you're mad. If I do that, you're mad. If I do, it never stops. It never ceases. It never ends. The bullshit never stops, man. You can't please a bitch, and now you can't please these newfound, feminine ass black men. Can't do it. Notice I'm leaving black women out of this because black women, that's what they do. They run their mouth, talk shit, and once again, like I said, it's just in the black woman's nature where you can't please the broad, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't please them, Jack. So now, unfortunately, black men have taken on these characteristics and these traits, man. Can't please these niggas for nothing, man. That's why, I do so dread the whole so-called pro-black label. Because the so-called pro-blacks are just, like I said, they a different breed. They ain't like the ones that I grew up with. Rational, intellectual, sharp as a tack, nigga. Not these pro-blacks, man. These niggas are simple-minded. You get mad about that bullshit. I'm like, I'm serious. I'm sitting there just waiting on the bomb to drop. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Oh, they done finally caught her. They done finally caught her. And I was like, is that it? That's what you niggas is running around here crying about, man. Got your panties and shit all in a bunch. God damn, man. Take that skirt off and put some pants on, nigga. That's what the fuck you do. Wasting my time, man, listening to that shit, man. Like I say, ain't no knock on the pearly chick, man. I'm just saying, that's a, man, how long was that shit? I mean, I listened to that whole interview. This was the first time I ever really listened to the chick, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's like, wow, I really should have just got the cliff notes on that shit, because I was a waste of my goddamn time, man. I was waiting on some payoff on that shit. I was waiting on something good to happen, as far as some drama. I'm like, you know, I talk shit about black folk, but, you know, there's one thing about me that I am akin to black folk, and I do so enjoy some drama. Yes, I do. I do so love some drama. I did not get the payoff. Like, these niggas done wasted my motherfucking time, man. They done wasted my time. Telling me that Pearly Things has been caught dead to rights with her evil racist proclivities. Like, you know, I'm living in the Twilight Zone, man, you know. Same way with Trump. Just I'm sitting back, you know, with each nigga that I meet. I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I'm like, why? He a racist. He a racist. I'm like, point me to something that he's done that's racist. Crickets, nigga. Crickets. They might be able to point to some things that he may have so-called allegedly said. Maybe. But that's the problem with you niggas, man. Shit. I take a lot of shit out of context, and pretty much everything that you pointing to that Donald Trump supposedly has said can be debunked. So, me being the cat that I am, you know, I demand that you show me something in his policies while he was president that shows you that he has some sort of racist slant, and you can't do it. But due to the fact that niggas is weak-minded and all they do is suck the tit of the Mockingbird, or the Project Mockingbird CIA funded media, yeah, that's all niggas know, man. You know, niggas don't read, niggas don't research. You know what I mean? It's just it's curtains for niggas, man. I'm gonna just let y'all know. I kept trying my best to hold out, to try and say to myself, you know, it's gonna take an act of God. That's all I can say. It's gonna take an act of God to save black folks, man, because Negroes are too far gone. Niggas don't read, niggas don't research. Niggas is just, you know, they've been turned into soy boys. They real feminine. You know, yeah, it's curtains. It's curtains. And this is just another feather in the cap of the white supremacists right here. And I'm not talking about Pearly. I'm talking about the cats that's way, way, way up top. The upper echelons of movers and shakers in society. To keep black folks ignorant, stupid, and uninformed. Because only an ignorant, stupid, uninformed asshole would look at Pearly and say that she's some sort of goddamn racist. Oh, seriously, man. Y'all need to get around some real racists. Y'all need to get around some real racism. That's what you need. That's what you need. That's what you need in your life. You need some real racist action. Man, this old pink, soft, cotton candy ass version of racism that y'all got, it don't even register with me, man. It damn sure don't. Like I said, you take your ass to the Middle East, put your ass in the Iraqi desert. Oh, shit. With an empty magazine. All at the command of your white captain, because he don't like your black ass, because he sees you as some sort of threat within the battery. Yeah, man, he almost got me killed, nigga. I know some of y'all asking, well, what happened? Well, fortunately for me, before we got into any serious firefights, I ended up getting my legs crushed. I ended up leaving the Middle East. So I never got a chance to clip that motherfucker with any friendly fire. And I was serious as fuck, man. I was like, I was going to do that Leavenworth time. I was going to do it. If they caught me, I was going to kill that motherfucker, man. Well, that's it. I've said a whole bunch of things on here that will put this video extremely low on the algorithm. I've said the words kill and death and black woman, and yeah, I've said a lot of shit that, yeah, you're not allowed to say. Well, once again, welcome to George Orwell's 1984. In today's newest edition of News Speak. For y'all that don't know News Speak, look it up, nigga. Look it up. Get you a bite of George Orwell, man. He'll teach you about what's going on right here, right in front of your face, man. Well, once again, Big Mike coming at you live and direct, Max City Limits radio show. And just sending a shout out to Just Pearly, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Do you, boo. Handle your business. Employ who you want to employ. Interview who you want to interview. Screw who you want to screw. Do you, boo. Do it. That's right. Just letting you know, you got black folk out here to support you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Big Mike ain't on it, man. So, hey, check it out. If you want to go ahead and respond to anything that I said, anybody, yeah, you feel more free. You can feel free to do it, but, make it respectful. If not, you will be banished. No one will read your shit. I mean, if you have some super duper secret information about Pearly that I don't know about, that will prove definitively that she's a racist, oh yeah, go ahead, hit me up, man. Hey, I'm open-minded, Jack. Like I say, I'm not providing cover for no racist. I'm not doing that. But at the same time, you gotta actually be a racist. Yeah. If I'm gonna come down with the sword of Damocles on you, son, yeah, you gotta be a racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be just jumping on the bandwagon, being a weak ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's just too many weak ass busters, weak ass niggas out here that's just acting too female, man. You know what I mean? I got the mentality of a boss, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the habit of getting butt hurt about what nobody say, what nobody think, man. Like I said, that's some female shit, nigga. You ain't gonna catch that over here at Max City or Philosopher King Central, bruh. Not gonna happen. But anyway, Big Mike, Almighty Triple XL, coming at y'all live and direct, and we out.